can't and won't. So those are two words that seem similar, but they're not. They're very different. So I'm going to give you some examples of the difference between can't and won't. So I have muscular dystrophy, which means that I have a muscle weakness, and there are certain things that I cannot do physically. So I can't run, I can't jump, if I'm on the ground, I can't get up without help. I can't walk up and down steps. I can't walk up and down hills. Those are things that I can't physically do because of the muscle weakness. What I can do is I can walk. I can walk on a flat surface. I can stretch. I can practice Qigong. I can meditate. Those are things that I can do. The other things I cannot physically do. So if you said to me, Ian, I'm going to give you $1 million for you to jump 6 inches off the ground, I couldn't do it because of my disability, my condition. So those are things, that's a can't. So if you can't physically do something, let it go. And focus on what you can do. But that's pretty narrow in terms of can't. Everything else is won't. So there are things you physically cannot do, whatever it is. So I just told you mine, maybe for you, most people can't dunk a basketball. Most people can't do extreme physical things. For me, it's very basic. There are a lot of things I can't do physically. Everything else is can. Or if I'm not doing it, it's won't. And it's the same thing for you. So won't is, I'm not getting up early in the morning. That's not can't. That's won't. Won't is, I'm not eating healthy. That's won't. That's not can't. Won't is, I'm not exercising. That's won't. That's not can't. So I've noticed we tend to confuse those two words, but they're not the same. They're very different. So don't do that to yourself. When you're not doing something that you can physically do, and as I said, that's usually pretty narrow. Everything else is won't. So I just told you about all the things you won't do. Because I've had people say that to me when I tell them that I wake up early. I've had people say, I can't wake up early. No. You can. You're just choosing not to. You won't or you are not. So here's how you change that. You stop negotiating your behavior. It's simple, but it's not easy. So what do I mean by that? Negotiating your behavior. So what we tend to do when we're feeling not in the mood, when we don't want to do something, is we negotiate with ourselves. We think of negotiation as a good thing because we're always negotiating with other people for a number of different things, a number of different reasons. But when we negotiate with ourselves, it causes us problems. So if you want to be successful and you want to have the things that you want in life, you have to stop negotiating your behavior on the things that you want and that you care about and that are good for you. Stop negotiating. So you have to commit, and then you have to do it. And don't come up with excuses. Because if you're not doing it and you can, it's an excuse. That's it. And that's fine. Everybody has excuses. I have excuses. Everyone deals with it. Everyone deals with excuses. But that's what they are. Don't tell yourself that you can't, because you can. Won't is very different than can't. So you stop negotiating your behavior and you commit. So if you want to get up early, what do you have to do? Well, you have to say, if you want to get up at 5, you need to go to bed at 9. So maybe that means that you're not watching television, you're not having a drink, you're not surfing the internet, all the things that we do at night, and we go to bed.